Thomas's Snowsuit by Robert Munch. Illustrated by Michael Marchenko. Something seems funny here on this cover. Let's take a look at the little boy. I can see him in his snowsuit. Look at the expression on his face. How do you think he's feeling? I wonder what made him feel that way. Let's read it and find out. Thomas's Snowsuit. One day, Thomas's mother bought him a nice, new, brown snowsuit. When Thomas saw the snowsuit, he said,
"That is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my life.
If you think that I am going to wear that ugly brown snowsuit, you are crazy." Thomas's mother said, "We will see about that." The next day, when it was time to go to school, the mother said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No!" Ooh, what do you think about that? His mother jumped up and down and said, "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No!" So Thomas's mother picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. No, 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 no. And when it was done, Thomas was in his snowsuit, and his mother had a headache. Oh, now I know why he has that expression on his face. Do you know why? Thomas went off to school and hung up his snowsuit. When it was time to go outside, all the other kids jumped into their snowsuits and ran out the door. But not Thomas. The teacher looked at Thomas and said, "Thomas, please put on your snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No!" Ooh, he said no to his mom and his teacher. This is no bueno. The teacher jumped up and down and said, "Thomas, put on that snowsuit." And Thomas said, "No!" Oh, no. So the teacher picked up Thomas in one hand, picked up the snowsuit in the other hand, and she tried to stick them together. They had an enormous fight. No, 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 no. And when they were done, the teacher was wearing Thomas's snowsuit, and Thomas was wearing the teacher's dress. Oh, that is funny. When the teacher saw what she was wearing, she picked up Thomas in one hand and tried to get him back into his snowsuit. They had an enormous fight. No, 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 no. When they were done, the snowsuit and the dress were tied in a great big knot on the floor, and Thomas and the teacher were in their underclothes. Just then, the door opened, and in walked the principal. Dum, 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 dum.
What's going on here?"
he said. The teacher said, "It's Thomas. He won't put on his snowsuit." The principal gave his very best principal look and said,
"Thomas, put on your snowsuit."
And Thomas said, "No!" Ooh. So the principal picked up Thomas in one hand, and he picked up the teacher in the other hand, and he tried to get them back into their clothes. When he was done, the principal was wearing the teacher's dress, and the teacher was wearing the principal's suit, and Thomas was still in his underwear. Wah, wah, wah. Then, from far out in the playground, Thomas's friend yelled, "Thomas! Come and play! Put on your snowsuit and come outside and play!" What do you think Thomas did? Do you think he put on his snowsuit? What would you do if your friend called you to play outside? Let's find out what Thomas did. Thomas ran across the room, jumped into his snowsuit, got his boots on in 2 seconds flat, and ran out the door. The principal looked at the teacher and said,
"Hey, you have on my suit. Give it back to me right now."
The teacher said, "Oh no, you have on my dress. You give that back to me first." Well, they argued and argued and argued, but neither one wanted to be the one to change first. Finally, Thomas came in from recess. He looked at the principal, and he looked at the teacher. Thomas picked up the principal in one hand. He picked up the teacher in the other hand. They had an enormous fight. No, 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 no. And Thomas got everybody back into their clothes. The next day, the principal quit his job and moved to Arizona, where it's sunny and hot all the time. It never snows, and nobody ever wears a snowsuit. Why do you think the principal wanted to move somewhere where nobody has to wear a snowsuit? The end. Why don't you go over to the art table and design a new snowsuit for Thomas? Maybe a snowsuit that won't make him say no to his mom, his teacher, and the principal.